Welcome to Magic Commander. Here is my favorite deck. It's the first video. It's a vampire deck. It's Edgar Markov. Pretty well known commander for his eminence ability. Whenever you cast another vampire spell, if Edgar Markov is in the command zone or on the battlefield, create a 1/1 black vampire creature token. Edgar has first strike and haste. Whenever Edgar Markov attacks, put a +1 counter on each vampire you control. So he will be a commander. Next up, I play a few creatures that are non-vampires just because of their effects. So we have Mentor of the Meek. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1 generic mana. If you do, draw a card. Pretty good value since our vampires are low casting cost, also low power. Midnight Reaper. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, Midnight Reaper deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. You see, card draw. This one is it's a demon. Whenever a non-token creature dies, you may draw a card. So it doesn't matter if it's yours or one of your opponents. And it's an awesome demon, so it's in. This one needs no introduction. It's Elish Norn. Grant a Cenobite. Other creatures you control get +2/+2. Creatures your opponents control get -2/-2, and it has vigilance. Here we have Carrion Feeder. Carrion Feeder can block, sacrifice a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on Carrion Feeder. So we can sacrifice for value, having creatures die, so we can get some cards around. Here we have Grand Abolisher. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities or of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. So we can do whatever we want, they can do nothing. Now up for some quick vampires. One of the best, Knight of the Ebon Legion. We have a Stormkirk Condemned. Thirsting Bloodlord. Gives all my other vampires +1/+1. Bloodthorn Vampire, sacrifice a creature. Bloodthrone gets +2/+2. Lifelink, great card. Tide Drinker has lifelink. Extort, also a great ability. Here we have a Viscera Seer, also a great commander. Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Anytime you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Sadistic Sky Marcher. You have to sacrifice, or you have to reveal, a vampire card from your hand or pay 1 extra, but that's not a problem to do. Here we have Vindictive Vampire, also Indulgent Aristocrat. Pay 2, sacrifice a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control. Not until end of turn, they keep it, and it has lifelink. Markov Dread Knight, also Powerhouse. Blood Burglar, as long as your turn, Blood Burglar has lifelink. Here we have Falcon Wrath Noble. Whenever Falcon Wrath Noble or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life. You gain 1 life, just pinging. Voracious Vampire. Oathsworn Vampire, I'm not going in depth on all of them. Vampire of the Dire Moon. Metas Fiend Seeker. Pawn of Ulamog, great vampire also. Stormkirk Captain. Bloodghast. Can block. Bloodghast has haste as long as an opponent has 10 or less life. We have ways to get there very fast. And whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may return Bloodghast from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's great. Bloodcrazed Neonate, Vicious Conquistador, a Vampire Lacerator, Carrier Troll, School Trust Vampire, Bloodhusk Ritualist, Bloodline Necromancer, Paladin of Atonement, Blood Artist, Barony Vampire. Next up, we have Bloodcrazed Paladin, Dusk Legion Zealot, Vampire Cutthroat, great vampire, Cruel Celebrant, Legion Lieutenant, also to buff our creatures. Here we have Bloodseeker, Butcher of Malakir. It's like a dictate of Erebos on a stick. For sorcery, Torment of Hailfire, Instant Heliod's Intervention, Swords to Plowshare, Crackling Doom, Mausoleum Secrets, God's Willing. We have also some enchantments like Black Market, Anointed Procession, Braid of Fire. Here we have Edgar Markov, great in the deck. His -3 is really powerful. Target opponent's life total becomes 10. All you need to do. For artifacts, we have a Mana Crypt to ramp, Icon of Ancestry to search creatures to give them +1/+1, some more ramp, Talisman, an Arcane Signet, Sword of the Animist if we are really behind, another ramp card, Chromatic Lantern, a Soul Ring, Orzhov Signet, Rakdos Signet. Now for some lands, not too special in this one. Windscarred Crag, Godless Shrine, Cinder Barrens, Isolated Chapel, Dragon Skull Summit, Temple of the False God, Flooded Strand, Labyrinth of Scopehouse, Command Tower. Then we have some Swamp Beasts. We have like 3, 6, 9, 10 swamps, 3, 6, 9 plains, 3, 6, 7 mountains. For my tokens, because I like the vampires, I like tokens. Here we have a 1/1 Vampire Knight, a lifelink. You have a 2/2 Flying Vampire, a 1/1 lifelink token, a 1/1 token, and an Artifact Treasure token. So the goal of the deck is to cast as many vampires as possible, overwhelm our opponents, buff them up, make more, sacrifice creatures, draw cards. It's a fast deck, it's a fun deck. This version you can build for around 300 euros. It's a nice one. There are some good upgrades that have recently come out. This one's not so recent, but I would say add in Tormod's Crypt, Graveyard Hate. One of the best vampires that just got released is of course Vito of the Dusk Rose. Let's see if I have it laying around. Yep, here he is. Also a great commander itself, but in the deck it's also very strong. It can give all your creatures lifelink, hit for a ton of damage, gain a bunch of life, kill someone. So that's it for my Edgar Markov deck profile. There will be more deck profiles. I have different commander decks. I have an Elf deck, I have Rurik Thar. I have a lot of commander decks that I want to do profiles on. Also, I like to buy and sell cards, so I have a lot of cards coming still. So be on the lookout for that. Next up, let me know if you like deck profiles or want to see more of product reviews, product openings. We can do that also. So that's it. See you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video.